We keep hearing the same name every single day. Pax Silica. $70 billion. 300,000 jobs. The Silicon Valley of the Philippines. But as an IT professor, I noticed something that isn't being talked about enough. The number changed 3 times in 3 days. 130,000 jobs on July 23, 190,000 on July 24, 300,000 on July 26. When numbers move that fast, it doesn't mean the project is fake. It means we need to look at it carefully. So here's this video: no cheerleading, no fear-mongering. Just the facts, the good, the bad, and how we should think about it. As Filipinos, and as people who actually work in technology. First, let's put this in context. In December 2025, the United States launched Pax Silica, a coalition of countries whose goal is to secure the supply chain for semiconductors, critical minerals, and AI. In April 2026, the Philippines joined as the 13th signatory. Today, more than 30 countries are members. And our flagship? A 4,000-acre economic security zone inside New Clark City, Tarlac. About 1,600 hectares. BCDA calls it the Golden Node, the first AI-native industrial hub. Now, Professor Moment, what does AI-native actually mean? It's not just a factory that makes chips. It means the entire ecosystem, data centers, power, water, logistics, training, is designed with AI at its heart from day one. They're thinking about the whole system, not just the building. Why New Clark City? Because it's a former US base, and the land is owned by the government through BCDA. Close to Clark International Airport, existing infrastructure, and right on the Luzon Economic Corridor. Strategically located. Now let's talk about the numbers that are getting all the attention. The jobs and the money. The target, $10 billion in initial investment for core infrastructure. Fully developed? $40 to $70 billion projected. The jobs, 130,000 direct jobs at first. Then it became 190,000 direct, plus 500,000 to 800,000 indirect and induced. Then it became 300,000. Here's what I teach: direct jobs are employees at the hub itself. Indirect jobs are suppliers, logistics, contractors. Induced jobs are the work created because employees eat and spend money. That 500,000 to 800,000 figure is the multiplier effect. It's a model-based projection, not a promise. BCDA also said less than 10% of jobs will go to foreigners, mostly executives. The majority, local talent. The professor rule: whenever you see a big number, ask 3 things. What's the source? What's the assumption? What's the timeline? $70 billion is not money in the bank. It's a possibility with an expiration date. And one more thing you should know: 99-year leases. This is the longest lease term in our economic zones. Great for investor confidence. But it's a commitment that outlives us. That deserves serious discussion. I'm not here to say it's all worthless. There are real benefits here, and as a professor, I can see them. First, brain gain instead of brain drain. Ding Song himself said it. Brain gain, not brain drain. As a professor, this hits home. Every day, I see our graduates leave for abroad. Nurses, engineers, IT professionals. If we build a world-class tech industry here, they'll have a reason to stay. Second, the Foxconn angle. Reports say Foxconn, the company that makes the iPhone, will be the anchor locator. When a manufacturer like that signs on, the hub is validated. Third, position in the global supply chain. We're no longer just consumers of technology. We become part of a trusted network, more than 30 countries, for AI and semiconductors. That's strategic positioning. Fourth, the energy and infrastructure opportunity. Data centers consume a lot of power, true. But they can become anchor customers that make new power plants, solar, geothermal, and grid upgrades viable. There's a projection of 1 gigawatt of data center capacity by 2030. Fifth, universities and research. With an industry like this, universities have a reason to align their curricula, form research partnerships, and give IT, engineering, and computer science students real direction. Now, the part that's not popular in Malacanang. 3 big concerns. First, water. Central Luzon is our agricultural heartland. The Pax Silica projection exceeds the capacity of the proposed reservoir, 65 to 120 million liters a day. There could be deficits of 10 to 65 million liters per day during El Niño. The question: who comes first, the factories or the farmers? Second, electricity and the grid. We have red alerts every summer. AI data centers are power hogs. A single modern data center can consume as much power as a small town. We need to ask, will we have enough supply before the demand arrives? Third, land and displacement. Estimates say around 20,000 residents and 15,000 farmers could be affected. Indigenous communities have concerns too. And there's a governance layer, the 99-year leases I mentioned, the diplomatic immunity dispute that the Philippines rejected, which I believe was the right call, and the bigger question, how was this negotiated? Is the process transparent? There's an information war here too. The changing job numbers, the politicking around the SONA, the protests. It's hard to separate signal from noise. Here's what I want my students, and my viewers, to learn whenever there's a big national project like this. Question 1, who captures the value? Jobs for Filipinos? Taxes going to the national treasury? Skills transfer that stays with us? Or just cheap land and power for someone else? We should demand local hiring targets, skills training mandates, and technology transfer written into the contract, publicly. Question 2, what's the real timeline? Contract negotiations this year. Planning in 2027. Construction in early 2028. That means this doesn't happen tomorrow. Treat it as a 10-year project. Review it every year. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, but don't dismiss it either. Question 3, what are the guardrails? Water, energy, environment, sovereignty. All of it should be in the contract, public, and enforced. The US gets the golden node model. We should get the golden rules. My verdict, this is not Pax Silica equals salvation. And it's not Pax Silica equals ruin. This is a real bet with real risks. The mature answer isn't in slogans. It's in the terms. Read the contract. Ask the question. Engage. Don't be afraid, and don't be swept away by hype. The question isn't whether America benefits. Of course it does, and that's fine as long as we benefit too. The real question, will we benefit, and can we enforce the rules? I'm an IT professor, and this channel is about technology. Explained honestly, from the classroom to the newsroom. Comment below, Pax Silica, opportunity, or risk? And if you want to understand technology more deeply, subscribe. Next video, what AI native really means, and whether the Philippines is actually ready.